Hey everybody, this is Drew Bell here. Welcome back. So in the last episode we were going to take some flowers. Let's go ahead and take them. Hope everyone's enjoyed their day since the last time I recorded.
This is terrible, but no one will miss it. I hope.
So, since Scott doesn't have a flower, let's share the wealth here and give him one.
Hey, Scotty. How are you, baby bro? I'm sorry it's been a while. Oh, look at this place. It's a mess. Frickin' leaves everywhere. I wish I could say I have a great lead on your case, but Davies closed it. And there's nothing I can do about it. And this thing that I've got is still out of control. How are you? How are things on the other side? I'll come more often, and I'll bring Dad next time. I promise. And I'll keep this promise.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I don't mean to be rude, but you took the flowers from my brother's grave.
Oh, I'm so... yeah, that,
Don't sweat it. I couldn't help but overhear what you were saying. You lost your brother too?
yeah. I'm wicked sorry. I'm Erica. And you are...
Cordelia.
I'm so embarrassed, Cordelia. I'll pay for a wreath.
No, it's fine, really. It was just funny. You were so natural at it.
Wait, what does that even mean?
So sneaky.
Oh, yes, well, I'm known for that.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'll be over there.
So, we got busted, but... So this is Cordelia.
Where have I seen her before? Probably here, but...
So, let's have a chat.
Hey there.
Hi, Erica.
By the way, that whole, the animations at Scott's grave was really interesting. You take animations for granted, or at least I did before doing QA, because there were no animations at first, but suddenly there's animations, and I'm like, ooh, it's really interesting. So, yeah, it helps.
You look familiar to me.
That wouldn't surprise me. I hang around here a lot. Sometimes I even sneak in at night.
Really? Wow, that's... dedication.
I take care of the family business. Max was an ace at it. He would always tell me what to do. So I still come here to talk to him. Or talk the issues through myself, I guess. I see you do the same with Scott. Is that... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be intrusive.
Yeah, Scotty. I don't come here as often as I would like, though. But I must have seen you here before.
So, looks like they both have dead brothers, although it looks like Max died a little earlier.
When did your brother die?
About 6 years ago.
Oh, whoops.
Scotty died 3 years ago. Has it gotten better?
A little. It's not so much the years that pass, but that you learn to accept it. And that's always the hardest part.
Scotty was murdered. I'll only rest when I put whoever killed him behind bars.
Are you a cop?
FBI. And yeah, that's what makes it even harder to accept.
So, that's interesting.
I have to go now.
Well, hey, you seem all right. If you ever want to hang out, you can probably find me around here.
I've never been asked to hang out in a cemetery before. Maybe in high school.
We can go somewhere else.
You know, as morbid as it sounds, the cemetery is fine. We can be close to them. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
It was nice meeting you. Hey, Erica, you dropped this. Rose?
You know her?
Yes. She took a lot of the pain away. Are you seeing her?
I'm trying to figure out if I want to.
You should. She's really something special.
Thanks.
So, even if we walk out from Rose like I did, Cordelia will. Oh, Cordelia doesn't have anything else to say. So, now, what I'm actually going to do, the path that I'm going to take is try to patch things up with Rose as soon as possible before looking at other things. Basically, well...
There you are, my dear.
I'm not too thrilled about it, but yeah, here I am.
I'll be trying to deal with Rose as soon as possible. Before I forget, let's get this donut box. Because the training that we're going to be learning
Can I
pretty
take one?
soon...
Do me a favor, child, and take all of them. They're going to go to waste, and I hate throwing food away.
Do you always have donuts for your customers?
They used to love them, been doing it for years. But now they're not as popular anymore. Makes me sad.
And she just kind of stuffs that in her shirt. So yeah, learning powers is important to get early. So, okay, we're just talking right now. So let's do that.
Hey, Rose.
Yes, my dear?
So, why did you decide to open an antique shop?
I'm good at finding the rare and the strange.
That certainly makes me feel better.
The things in this shop are wonderful trinkets, full of mysticism and meaning. If you like something, you just have to ask.
Okay, well, I need your help.
I've had the time to think about last night. About this thing of mine.
Your visions, you mean?
How do you know about that?
Many of my customers ask the same questions. You do not believe in the crystal ball, neither do some of them. Sometimes we mock what most haunts us.
All right, I'm getting tired of this runaround. If you want me to be upfront with you, why don't we start by you telling me what you know, and then we can take it from there.
Very well. What do you want to know?
So, we want to go through all these. Let's do it in order.
What do you know about this stuff?
You remind me of myself. I used to be as inquisitive as you are. I wanted to know it all, the very last detail of everything. And sometimes I asked more than maybe I should have. But I don't regret my life or the places it took me. This store here is living proof of where I've been and who I am.
Are you going to answer my question?
You are what some people call a scion.
A what?
A scion. Listen, I'm telling you what you want to know, but in return, I'm going to have to ask you to let go a wee bit, to hear the stories, to let me help. If you won't let me help, there's nothing I can do.
So it looks like she is a scion, and Rose somehow knows it. So I'm curious about her past, actually.
I feel really uncomfortable talking about my visions.
You have been using them, have you not?
I have, but
So what is the big deal? This is something that you have. Embrace it fully, because it is a part of you, and it will not go away.
until a few days ago, I seemed to have some control of it. But now, it's very painful now when I try to use it. Sometimes I see myself things that haven't happened to me. Is that bad?
No, but I wonder, why is it happening? Before, you always saw the past?
Yes.
Maybe you are evolving.
What?
If you can see the past in ways no one else can, is it so strange that you should start seeing the future as well? That would be amazing. Has something happened to you recently? Something upsetting?
My boss closed a case that I wasn't ready to close.
Let us put this vision of yourself aside for now. Let us focus on your ability to see the past. Are you ready for some training with Mama Rose?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Very well. Tell me how you use your power.
I touch something and it happens.
Good. You are not afraid to use this power to your advantage.
That doesn't make me feel like less of a freak.
It is an amazing gift, my dear. Never forget that. Now I'm going to teach you a neat trick. I like to call this projection. With it, you will be able to extract the memories from a place to see the events from the time you wish.
Places have memories?
There's energy everywhere, my dear. When you learn how to tap onto it, well, there will be no one that can hide a secret from you. Now, we probably shouldn't be doing this, but what the heck? It'll be more interesting for you. Your friend Jean came here a long while ago. I want you to go back to one of the days he was here. For that, we're going to need something from him, a very personal item he holds on to all the time. The rest we will find here.
So you want me to go get something personal from him?
Something he would have carried 3 years ago.
Won't this be fun?
Yes, my dear.
Okay.
I'm gonna get going.
Goodbye, my dear.
So I know that that was a lot of talking and exposition, but exposition, there's going to be a lot of talking at the beginning, but now it's time to adventure. And remember from last episode, I don't know if it was the last one, I think it was the last one, but John had that lighter from his grandfather, so we're going to go apprehend that for our own purposes. Oh, by the way, if you think that the map looks sort of like the map from Gabriel Knight, then it should, because that's what it was based off from. So that was a little nod to the Gabriel Knight series. It won't be the only nod to the Gabriel Knight series, actually. So this is where things start to change depending on your choices. If I try to take this this lighter.
John, can I borrow your lighter?
Red, no one touches the lighter but me.
Yeah, but it would really help me out.
No.
Now, if you talked to Rose yesterday, Erica will just persuade him, but since we didn't, you have to trick him with some donuts and get the best animation ever.
I brought you something.
Oh, paradise! There is a god!
And his name is Tasty Cream.
So while he's busy with that, let's take that lighter.
Got it.
So let's head out. So I mean, there is, other stuff we can do right now, but right now I want to learn projection as soon as possible. So we're gonna go back to the antique shop and learn that. It's actually kind of fun just being able to play the game and just actually play it. I mean, you might have seen all the saves that I had on the first, all these saves, but so it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of repeating stuff, and you should not be back there. Damn it. Well, let's give that lighter to Rose.
I found what we need. John never lets go of this.
This is perfect. I will leave this here. Now, let us start with this object alone. Close your eyes.
Okay.
I want you to picture every item in this place as if they were people, as if they had minds that contain memories. Concentrate on this room and this room only.
I don't...
Concentrate.
I'm trying, but...
So, projection, let's press this.
Whoa, what's happening?
What can you see?
I can see this room, but I can... It's hard to explain. I see things that...
Concentrate on those things. Now I want you to separate them and break them apart, one by one. I want you to single out the memories that were attached to Jean when he was here.
How the hell do I do that?
You will with a bit of help from me. Your friend always sat by the crystal ball table, and there is a particular place in here he loved to hang around. But you probably know what that is. For this to work, you need to focus on 3 things. The last being this item you brought from him. Focus on them.
So the way projection works is that you can create an image from something or someone who was once in this area, but you need 3 things related to that person first. So Rose kind of gives it away. This lighter, the crystal ball, and she also said that there was a particular a place that he liked, and as you can see, he likes donuts, so possibly the donut table. And it's always going to be 3 things. Always 3 things. Not
John?
2, not 3,
Come
not
on,
4.
child. Don't be scared. If you're seeing him, he's not fully real, but you can still interact with him in a way. Sometimes that's what you do with these projections. Fill in the holes, you know? Other times, just seeing them will be enough for your goal.
This is... As much as I hate to say it, this is pretty cool.
Use it well and never be afraid of it.
Thank you, Rose.
So that's all we need to do here. Yeah. Basically, sometimes if you don't always have the items, so you need to add them to the area before you do it. So let's go.
Talk to me, my dear. Let those nasty demons out.
Alice left me, but it's good. I mean, she can finally be happy. She's gone to her sisters. They're living in their expensive McMansion. Ah, Christ, I don't know how to be myself anymore. You know, the fat guy that eats the donuts and solves the case at the end of the day. Now I'm just going through the motions.
But there are always demons that bite us and chew us and take our peace with the world away. But the human heart is big and noble, and yours is also kind and gentle. And it is in that strong heart of yours where you can always find yourself.
There's this girl in the office. I was lucky to train her a couple of years back. Bright, smart, sharp, kicks like a man, shoots better than any of the old farts in the station. Got it from her father. He was a captain of the BPD. Always made our lives easier. I knew her brother, too. Scott. Not made of the same stuff as Erica, but still a cool kid. Last month, we lost him to a piece of shit murderer.
The things that life gives us and the things that life takes from us, we have no control over those. We do with them what we can.
Ah, bullshit! Scott should still be alive today. That kid didn't have to pay for our crap. He didn't deserve it, and neither did she. I was dumb to think I could pretend it was all fine. I guess it had to happen to her for it to hit me. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I can tell you a thing or two about demons, how to face them, how to fight them. I've gotten people that have hit rock bottom to stand up firm and walk again. But this demon of yours, I cannot tell you what to do with it. That is up to you. I am sorry, my dear.
So am I. So am I.
So, I mean, as we know, John frequents the antique shop. I have some ideas from that conversation, but I think what I'm going to do is put them in a bonus episode when I'm done here. So now that we've done that, actually what I want to do now is go to the crime scene for a minute.
Alright, now that it's quiet, I should see if I can use these visions of mine to find more clues.
Okay, so we can do this, but we can't complete it now. What I actually came here was for this.
The killer left a message here. How can I look at it?
So that looks like the person who was watching us before. So there's nothing else we can do right yet, but we're gonna go to the morgue and get some stuff. So finally going to the morgue. So this is the morgue reception where Terence is. So let's see what kind of trouble we can get up into here. Yeah.
Isn't it cozy here?
The Erica! No McCoy today?
Nope, all by myself.
Ah, good. I can talk you up some romance then.
Terence, you're my one true love.
So Terence has some items that we can use. Let's go ahead and go through his
Any
stuff.
luck identifying our guy?
All the DNA strands I found were from the victim. Nothing from the killer.
Not a drop of sweat? A hair? Nothing?
Nothing, man. This guy was clean, and I always find something.
So they knew exactly what they were doing. What about our John Doe?
It'll take a few days. You know how these things are.
You'd think they'd come up with something faster. Call me if something comes up.
Got it.
So this killer certainly knows what's going on.
So, how's life at the morgue?
It ain't too different from when I had a team. No one speaks much. Only difference is that our zombies preferred to be in front of their computers with the lights off.
John says the same about me. I'm sure Gallagher is lovely to work with.
I keep getting on her nerves. It's my new hobby.
So let's talk about the antique.
I found something on that antique piece from last night.
Spill the beans.
Apparently, it's a creepy toy from the 18th century, but it's been modified.
So it wasn't something that was just laying around.
No, it was very intentionally left there.
I won't confiscate it then. See what you can do with it.
So at this point you're starting to realize that someone wants Erica to find these things. But let's read graffiti.
I need to go all James Bond.
Biggie, you're the Bond, I'm the Q. What are your techie needs?
At the crime scene, I found this graffiti that was recently painted. I want to see whatever it covered.
I got just what you need. Take a look at this. Bada boom ding dang.
Bada boom ding dang. Yes, indeed.
It works like an ultraviolet light. Only you can actually choose the color of light to cast, and it'll see through that color, revealing whatever's behind it. You know, like those hint books from those old PC adventure games.
That sounds pretty neat.
Not only that, you can also use it as a projector. Just plug it into your computer and transfer an image to it. You'll be able to project that image onto anything.
What would I do without you?
You'd be in a cave, crying yourself to sleep.
Okay, let's also get the... So the gadget uses ultraviolet light to... Well, we'll see. It's easier to
I
see
need
than explain.
lockpicks.
I'll need to see you put your thumb on your nose, waggle your fingers, and pat your tummy first.
What?
If you're gonna ask for lockpicks, you really need to learn the thief sign, Biggie. What do I look like? The flea market?
You're way better than a flea market.
True that. Here, state of the art. Best line of lockpicks we have. Go and violate some human rights for me.
Alright, so that was a nod to the Quest for Glory series.
See you later.
Alligator.
The thief sign, of course. Debating whether I go here now or... Yeah, I'll probably do that. But that'll be in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next episode. So I'll see you then. And thank you for watching, and later.